started this documentary. I'm doing those philosophical, essayistic sort of creative documentaries, and I started this documentary during the last conference in Greece, and it's about this thing that our culture has lost its way. Our civilization has lost its way, and the title of the film is Lights Denied, as if there was this inner light individually and collectively on a personal and spiritual and political level, and we lost it. And there were some philosophers who were sort of looking for ways to recover this light, like Friedrich Nietzsche, but he went mad. He was looking for this Dionysian element. So that's what I'm trying to develop as a theme. So I'm basically bringing this issue out and asking if people have any comments on that. And I think that what you are actually talking is sort of about is interesting, because you bring a very new element, space. Like it sounds like the space is crucial for things to function well.
Yeah, well, and it's not just space, right? It's lived space. So it's everything. It's our lived experiences, and I think that's a really important point. Like sort of what I was saying about breaking apart of theory and practice. I think it's really important to talk about academic issues and to theorize, but in the same instance that we're doing that, we're also engaging in some sort of practice about our lives. I mean, we're continually living, we're continually eating, we're continually breathing, we're somewhere, we're interacting with people, or we're not interacting with people, but all of these things that we're doing are going into the creation of the place in which we're living, right? And so that's what I mean by place and by lived space, and needing to pay attention to that. At this conference, there's a lot of theorizing, great theorizing about dialogue, but there's not so much consciousness about our lived space. And so it's not just form, it's not just space, but it's everything that comes together, I'm a very holistic thinker, and Jess is the same way. And so what you just described, I think, oh yeah, well that's exactly what my work is aimed at this discovery of light, So we focus on our education, but a sort of dialectical education, and we focus on education not in some schoolroom sense, but we're both very interested in sort of what might be called alternative education, education in different settings, in public settings, in settings that are, I'm highly conscious and highly aware of the ways that academia can be alienating to people, and when academics coming up with these great theories about the way that the direction of humanity, we have to also come up with great ways of reaching humanity, the rest of the world, beyond the doors of the academy. So I don't know, but that's how I see what we do as connected to what you're interested in.